morning everyone. I hope all you are very fine at your houses. See these long gap. First of all, nowadays day by day the corona cases are getting increasing. As you don't take right precautions, it will be very tough to deal on. By being at home, by taking safety measures, sanitize your hands every time, every moment, whenever you touch anything, keep an awareness in your mind that there is corona. So feel such a situation has come nowadays. Be cautious and wash your hands, sanitize everywhere, and maintain the mask when you go out. If go out when it is necessary. Otherwise, be safe at home and follow the safety measures. Take hygienic food and be healthy. Be safe. This is my it's a caution. I hope you are following it at your houses. Okay, students. Now let's come to our subject. As we have connected through online classes nowadays, last class has ended with Unit 2. First A reading session, Telangana, the pride of people. We have finished, is not it? And in Bazaars of Hyderabad. Just like a slight recap, I'll go with that. Come on, shall we make on? First, Telangana, the pride of people. How Telangana has formed and how it has been generated into the other sessions. We have learned in the lesson. And what is the specialization of Telangana? Telangana is particularly a pride by such a way that when it has become one of the state in all over India, as 29th state, when government has declared it, what's an advantage we had got? You know, why we are proud of our Telangana? What made our Telangana pride? As the people of Telangana, why we should feel proud of our Telangana? First reason is that according to our culture, tradition, customs, our festivals are very famous all over the world. You know, those traditions, of course, sometimes they may be tough to follow for future generations. If it goes on like that, when Telangana has formed, there is a lot of importance, identity it had, this sophisticated development we had seen in all over Telangana. Because of the reason is that it had become a separate part. That's the one reason. And also our festivals, Bonalu, right? Bonalu is a famous festival. It will be held in Ashada Masam. Now it will be the exact time of Ashada Masam. So definitely this time it will be held on the most popular festival, and it will be the most popular way in such a way that I think I can say that you will all aware of this festival. Peela Pandaga, Bonalu, Peela Pandaga and Batukamma. Batukamma, before the formation of Telangana, of course it has an importance in Telangana. But when Telangana has formed as a separate state, it got an identity all over the world. In all the countries mostly, they are celebrating this festival. This festival is called the Flower of Festivals. Flower Festival we can call that. It comes before Dasara, one of the most important festival of Hindus. And next, Peela Pandaga. Peela Pandaga, it comes after Mohram. In duration of Mohram, and villages corners, they will choose one place. They will select one flag that they used to put on. This will be celebrated in the community of Muslims. Right? These are the famous festivals will be held in Telangana. And coming to the very famous Samakka and Sarakka Medanam Jatara, it will be, 100% when, of course, before Telangana it has formed also, it has an importance. But when Telangana has formed as a separate state, it got a lot of importance all over the world. Crores of people, they are going to visit this Samakka Sarakka Jatara. And as well as we have the famous monuments, Fort Warangal, Ramappa Temple, even in Hyderabad, Golconda Fort. We can take many of the famous places in Telangana. These all, our traditions, our monuments, our customs, our people, our festivals, everything, the living style of Telangana people, it had made our Telangana pride. Telangana is our state and we should feel proud of our Telangana. Next, coming to the poem, the second part, the Bazaars of Hyderabad. In the Bazaars of Hyderabad, this poem was written by Mrs. Sarojini Naidu. Sarojini Naidu's specialty is she has focused her writings particularly in the customs and traditions and the living style. Most of her poems, Bangle Sellers you take, and the Bazaars of Hyderabad you take, she has used to show a lot of her writings. When she writes poems, her writings will be related of our customs. That is the specialty of Sarojini Naidu. In this poem, you know, she has concentrated what type of ornaments, what type of dresses, what type of things, what type of garlands, you know, what we used to buy if we go to the shopping of Hyderabad bazaars. Right? If you go to Koti and Charminar, General Bazaar, Begum Bazaar, Secunderabad, you know, wherever you go, those are bazaars. Even if you were to go shopping there, comfortably to do, is not it? So here, this Sarojini Naidu, she has concentrated what type of things will be sold in the bazaars of Hyderabad and what they indicate. That's the intention of the poem, the bazaars of Hyderabad. And you have a session, one more session, that's here, Bambara Potana, the jewel of literature. Literature, a very fabulous, interesting subject if you used to feel. Telugu, it is our language, mother tongue equivalent to mother. Of course, English is important and necessary to learn, but we must not forget our ethics and values. Once we forgot them, English is important. How it is important? Today, everywhere you go, you know, even to do a small job, they're asking you that whether you got communication skills or not. It's important. I'm not saying that. But apart from it, you must be very aware of your mother tongue. Mother tongue is mother tongue. It plays a very vital role in our living style, our living system, our customs, our traditions. Wherever you go, you should not forget the values. Basically, that to our mother tongue. Right? Telugu literature is a very fabulous subject. You take Ramayana, Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita, our books, holy books, whatever you take, you know, it has a very uniqueness you used to find in these Ramayana. Ramayana, it had taught us what will be the values. It had taught us in such a way that in a society, a person if he has a family, how the person used to maintain, he had become Rama has become a role model, a son, a right son, how he will be. You know, it has taught us, is not it? And you take Mahabharata between Pandavas and Kauravas, when they used to fight, it has taught us in such a way that how the living style should not be. As they were cousins, you know, they did not maintain the right relationship, is not it? And Pandavas, even though they ruled, if he got addicted to some of the things, how the life will be. And if a woman, her tears if they shed, what type of disaster the people used to face, Mahabharata had shown us. And Bhagavad Gita, who taught and to whom they taught? Sri Krishna had taught to Arjuna. Is not it? So this, with what experience he had taught their lifestyle, from their lifestyle, how the person should not be and how they had to rectify the lifestyle, it had taught us. So this is Bhagavad Gita. And on that, you know, now you are going to learn, we have many poets. Is not it? Srinathadu, Sri Krishna Devarayulu, Alasani Peddana's. See, we have many of the persons. Bambara Potana. Now you have lessons related to a person, a great jewel of India. And if Telugu literature name it comes, the first person's name it comes, that is from Telangana, we should feel proud. He is none other than Mr. Bambara Potana. Bambara Potana is one of the jewel in Telugu literature in such a way we are going to see. Open your page number 29. We review the textbooks. I am going to read. Bambara Potana was a remarkable poet who was born in our state. He translated Bhagavatam into Telugu. So what was his specialization? Bambara Potana, he had translated Bhagavatam into Telugu. Actually it is in Sanskrit, right? So that Bambara Potana he had translated into Telugu. He is from our state. We should feel proud of him. He was born in Bambara, village of Warangal district. Yeah, it is in Warangal district. When you are going to Palakurti, in the way of when you cross of Ganpur, you know, it will be still. You can see the tomb of Mr. Bambara Potana here. It will be like a temple where he had lived, how his house was, you know. Still it is there. Okay. And he belonged to an agricultural family. His father was Kesana and his mother was Lakshmamma. He never hesitated to work in agricultural fields despite his interest in poetry. At the early age, Potana wrote Bogini Dandakam for King Sri Singhabhupala. Later, he wrote Veerabhadra Vijayam, describing the adventures of Veerabhadra, the son of Lord Shiva. The main theme of the work was the destruction of Yagna performed by the King Daksha in the absence of Lord Shiva. So actually his father's name was Kesana and his mother's name was Lakshmamma. He was born in an agricultural family. In those days, writing literature is an art. Actually, even today also it is an art. When a poet, he writes poetry, literature, prose, whatever you take, particularly literature will be highlighted in language. Right, students? Literature will be very attractive to listen. And here, he had written the first book which was written by him is that Bogini Dandakam. Bogini Dandakam, he has written it related to one of the king, and he had dedicated it to the king. He was Singhabhupala. And after that, he had written one more book, Veerabhadra Vijayam. Veerabhadra Vijayam, the central part and the theme of the book was only one. That is, when the Daksha, what father of Parvati, his wife, when he had done an yajna, how he had insulted his daughter and Sandila, means Shiva. He had taken the central part of the theme and he had written the book of Veerabhadra Vijayam as he had dedicated it to Lord Shiva. Potana was a devotee of Lord Shiva. Later, he became a devotee of Lord Rama and developed interest in salvation. It is said that he was invoked by Lord Rama and took up the work of translating Vaishya's Bhagavatam into Telugu, which was later known as Pothana Bhagavatam. It is said that Lord Rama himself complimented the work of Pothana himself, credited this in his Bhagavatam. Palikadedi Bhagavatam anta పలికించడివాడు రామభద్రుడంట నే పలికిన భాగవతమననుగా పలికేడ వేరుండగాడు పలుకగనేలా. So these words are very ethnic words from the Bhagavatam of Potana. He was a devotee of Lord Shiva. After that, when he had read the story of Rama, he had become the devotee of Lord Rama also. His interest has been coming to such a way that he has translated Bhagavatam from Sanskrit to Telugu. His book has become very popular in such a way, Pothana Bhagavatam. It has not only simple Bhagavatam, it got the name of Pothana Bhagavatam. Pothana dedicated his Bhagavatam to Lord Rama, refusing the orders of King Padmanayaka. See, his Bhagavatam, he had dedicated to Lord Rama. He had dedicated it to Lord Rama, and he thought it would be better to dedicate the divine Lord work to Lord Rama, not to any mortal king. But at the time of King Padmanayaka, he was very interested about this Bhagavatam. So he told him to dedicate it to the king, but he refused it. As it is related to the story of Rama, he had dedicated it to the Lord Rama only, but not to any other person. Pothana was fond of using the rhythm and repetition of songs. His descriptions touched the hearts of readers. Even common people quote the verses of Gajendra Moksham and Prahlad Charitra from Pothana Bhagavatam. Pothana is not among us now, but his works live forever and ever. His poetry still rings in our ears. See here, even though Pothana is not among us, see, apart from the stories of Pothana Bhagavatam and Veerabhadra Vijayam, Bogini Dandakam, apart from his books, of course, those were the books directly were written by Pothana. But later on, he had written Gajendra Moksham and Prahlada Charitra. Gajendra Moksham and Prahlada Charitra, they were some of the parts from Pothana Bhagavatam. Means which were very comfortable to read. Literature is very tough to understand. Literature is very tough to read, tough to write. That's the difficulty with literature. But Pothana, comfortably to make the people to understand his writings in an easier way, he had chosen a way that he had what Gajendra Moksham, and at the same time Prahlada Charitra. These were the very comfortable topics he had mentioned in the Bhagavatam. Even an ordinary man, even though he was not aware of Bhagavatam, even though very difficult to read, as it is, literature is very hard, then he made a comfortable way of these two books he had written. That's the speciality of Pothana. Pothana, now he was not among us, but his writings, everybody, Pothana Bhagavatam, they don't say simply Bhagavatam, they will say that Pothana Bhagavatam. See, children, what is very important is that we should not forget our basic values in our life. Most of the people, even as most of we are living in a society, literature understanding, if you take English, Rabindranath Tagore, Geetanjali is very difficult to understand. Is very difficult to understand. That's the speciality of Rabindranath Tagore. His writings will go deeper into the subject. That is one of the style to Rabindranath Tagore. Like you take Potana now. Potana Bhagavatam has written in Sanskrit, but he had translated that into Telugu, and that has been led to the name of Potana Bhagavatam. And from among them also, some topics are very hard to understand, very difficult to know, very difficult to receive. But he made a very comfortable way. He has created us in such a way that which an ordinary man also can read and understand. Gajendra Moksham, Prahalada Charitra. Do you know Bhakta Prahalada? Do you know Bhakta Prahalada? He was the son of Hiranyakashipu. Do you know the story of him? See, these were the stories had taught us how the man had to live. They taught us ethics. Ramayana you take, Mahabharata you take, Bhagavad Gita you take, Bhagavatam you take, whatever you take, they had taught us how we have to live in a society. What type of living style we should choose in our family. How the family members has to live. What are the ethics they follow. If they follow the ethics, how our living style should be. They had taught us all these things. That's why they had become the holy books. Once you forgot them, we are zero, we are nothing, 100%. So, we should be aware of knowing of our things in a very comfortable way. And that too you see here, Bambai Potana, the jewel of Telugu literature. Na Telangana Koti Ratnala Veena. Who told that? This is said by Dasharathy Krishnamacharya. So, Desha Bhashalandu Telugu Lessa. Krishnadevaraya. So these many people they had taught us these many things about Telugu literature. And like Potana, we have many great poets in our Telugu literature. Let's hope all you will learn these books and you will understand them very easily. Okay? Now let's come to your homework, students. Let's come to your homework. After this lesson, what you should write? You should write a short story about Mr. Bambai Potana. This is your homework, students. See, I am telling you every time. After completion of, we are doing our duty by being a lot of, even with an eye contact only, sometimes you don't listen. But we are very far away to you. That these online classes are making you in a very comfortable way and making us very closer. Right? I hope all you are listening to the classes attentively and taking the advices of the teacher. You are following them, implementing them. Let's hope for the better choice. Right? A very change is the essence of life. This change, it adds a flavor to your studies. Let's hope so. Okay? And try to bring out the right output. And my homework is to you, about Potana. Write a short biographical sketch about Mr. Bambai Potana. Read the lesson and write the short biographical sketch just in 10 minutes. What is the speciality of Bhagavad Potana? You know how to write as you are now 6th class students, Of course, from 5th suddenly you had come to 6th. It will be a little bit of difficulty. But if you read the lesson, you will know about him clearly. Actually, what is my intention to give you such a homework, You have to read the lesson. That's what. But not to give you an extensive and very lengthy homework. Understood, students? Just write the homework. Write a short Okay, this is your homework, students. Here we have come to the end of our lesson. Let's meet in our next class. I hope all you are following the measures and sanitizing your hands and be hygienic, take healthy food. Be safe at home, don't come out. Okay, see you all. See you in our next class.